Hello, everybody. Hello. I hope this finds you well. I hope this finds you in a good place in your life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everythingly. My name is Tim Gray. You might know me as Tugboat Tim, the producer here on the Prairie Dawgs podcast. And I'm just here for a very special installment of a new, probably one and time only version of the Prairie Dogs podcast. This is called 10 Things Tim Asks About You. This is going to be me interviewing Chris Locke about his new stand-up comedy special called Tiki Madness that premiered on YouTube in February, and it is such a freaking great comedy special. It's just a pure, brilliantly funny stand-up comedy special. It really captures what it's like to see Chris Locke live, if you've ever had the pleasure of doing so. It's an absolute riot. This guy is one of the best, one of the most creative, inspiring minds working in the world of stand-up comedy. And anyways, I'm a big fan of Chris Locke, if you can't tell already, by me just absolutely glazing him off the top here. Tyler Penner, you're one of your regular hosts. This is on hiatus right now. And if you don't know what hiatus means, it means he's high and he ate this and it not sitting right. Okay. Recording this on Monday, March 30th, just to give you a little context of how the scheduling works here over at the Prairie Dogs at the Dog House. So anyways, it's going to be just me having a little bit of a chit chat with Chris Locke, and I'm super excited to talk to Toronto comedian, Canadian phenom, and also a brilliant actor. Also, if you catch him in any kind of acting shit, he's got the chops. And by chops, of course, I mean he wears a pork chop in his pocket, and that's his secret. I shouldn't even tell you that, but it just brings so much dynamic energy to every role that he plays. Okay, stupid Tim, rambling on here. So Tyler Katowski just wrapped up a week headlining at the Absolute Comedy Club in Toronto, and he's got some great stories to talk about that. Today, we were going to be doing the podcast, me and him and Chris Locke, but Air Canada kind of had some tough time getting the plane off the ground in Toronto. I think it was somebody's like new day or something, first day or something like that. Oh my God. But yeah, my heart goes out to Air Canada pilots. It's not an easy job. So anyways, he had some flight delays, and then he gets back home, and he's about to drive over here. And guess what? His car has you guessed it, flat tire. He's got that flat tire blues, baby. So he's currently sitting in a Canadian Tire waiting to get that fixed up. So we're going to catch up with him later. We got to get his side of the story. So far, all I've heard is the car side of the story. I'd love to hear his side of it, So either way, we're going to catch up with him a little bit later on. This is just me, Tim Gray, talking to you off the top. I want to thank, of course, our sponsor, Rumors Comedy Club. Rumors Comedy Club, the best club in the country, nay I say in the world, nay I say, is that how you say that? I don't think so. This week at Rumors Comedy Club is one of the best comedians you're ever gonna see. He gets your guts busted like hardly anyone else. He's one of my favorites to watch. His name is Sean Lacombe. You may know him from many appearances on CBC's The Debaters. He's a great joke writer, and it makes it look effortless. He's so skilled, crafting dark, silly, funny humor. He's got such a dry, wry sense of humor. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love him. We're going to try to get a little recording in with him while he's in Winnipeg, but if you get a chance to go to Rumors, check out Sean Lacombe. He's there all week, folks. And if you want to check out a local comedy show and you're in Winnipeg, some of our Patreon, some of our beautiful, wonderful supporters on the Prairie Dogs Patreon, I've already reached out to them to hook them up with some free tickets. That's one of the bonuses if you subscribe to the Prairie Dogs If you subscribe to the Prairie Dogs Patreon, you get access to free tickets to comedy shows that I produce or TK produces in the city here. And you may have already gotten some wonderful gifts in the mail from TK and myself. We're very appreciative of the support. We're trying to build something here. We're trying to do something really cool, trying to give ourselves a little bit of a creative freedom here to do some cool programming, cool podcasting, get some cool, fun guests, put on some fun, interesting shows. So Patreons already know about this, but if you're a regular listener, a non-paid Patreon or whatever, we do Lucy's Comedy Club. It's a comedy club that I run with Marlene Meekus, owner of RIP Ashdown Market. Marley and I are collaborating, and we're working on building new homes for Lucy's Comedy Club, and that's starting at 468 Main Street. The first Friday of every month, we're going to be doing a show on the 3rd floor there. It's a really cool space. I guess it was like a stamp manufacturing company in like the turn of the century, the last turn of the century, 2 turns of the centuries ago. And it's a really cool old building. You know, if you know Parlor Coffee, if you know Community Gym, it's in that same building. Because it's First Fridays, the Exchange just explodes with all sorts of cool artistic crap. On the 2nd floor of that building, there's a bunch of vintage clothing stores. The 2 of them are going to have their grand opening on Friday, April 3rd. And one of them is having their grand reopening, and including a live DJ set. So you can get down to 468 Main early, check out the cool vintage stuff that they got going on. There's a Melted Winnipeg doing a pop-up in Parlor, and that's like, what is it? It's like, what is it? It's like milkshakes and stuff like that. It's cool drinks. It's literally chili melted cool little drinks. You gotta check out their Instagram because it looks really, really fucking sweet. Pun intended, my man and lady. Anyway, so on Friday, April 3rd, on the 3rd floor in this cool little space, we're doing a live stand-up comedy show. If you've never been to a live stand-up comedy show, you should come down. It's gonna be super fun. We're going to have the fun bucket in effect. What the fun bucket is you can write down anything that you want the comics to make fun of, put it on a piece of paper, put it in the fun bucket. The fun bucket comes up on stage, and the comedians will occasionally pull topics that you came up with and improvise some stupid stuff about it. Silly, stupid stuff. So yeah, that's going to be really fun. It starts at 8 p.m. on Friday, April 3rd. Hit up lucy'scomedyclub.com for tickets. We have a promo code. Promo code is MAIN, MAIN. Use that to get $5 off tickets. It's almost sold out. We only got maybe 10 or 12 tickets left. So grab them before they're gone. It's going to be a great, great night of live stand-up comedy. My favorite thing in the whole world, if I'm honest with you. All right. So speaking of live stand-up comedy, we're going to throw it over now to my interview with the one and only Chris Locke talking about his new stand-up special, Tiki Madness. It's on YouTube now. I just spent last Friday night, I did the Winnipeg Comedy Showcase at the Park Theater. It was a sold-out show. It was so much fun performing in a freaking theater for a sold-out crowd. Thank you if you were there. I had an absolute blast. And after the show, I came home. I was just all in a good mood, and I put on Chris's special, and I just sat and I fucking laughed my butt off. I had to go to a walking clinic the next day to get my butt sewed back on because it blew right off because I was laughing so hard at Chris Locke's new special, Tiki Madness. It's such worth a watch. Just sit down and get taken away into the madness, the silliness, the creativity that is Chris Locke and his great stand-up special, Tiki Madness. Let's get those numbers up. It's produced by Macaw Studio. I mean, the numbers do great. Honestly, he doesn't need you. He doesn't need us. But it's so good. I need to talk to him about it. I need to help get the word out about it. It's a treat. It's a delight. It's a wonderful piece of art, really. It's experimental stand-up. It's not your typical A to B. You know, this guy goes A to Z to Q to R to LMNFAO, whatever. It's just great. It's wonderful. It'll surprise you. It'll delight you. It'll put you in the good feels mode. You know what I mean? Anyways, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on off the top here. Without further ado, let's get over to my interview with Chris. This episode of the Prairie Dawgs podcast is a very special, very exclusive episode of the Prairie Dawgs podcast. This is called 10 Things Tim Tasks About You. And today, today my guest is the one and only, the incredibly talented, the uproariously funny Chris Locke, who just dropped one of the best stand-up specials I've ever seen, hands down. It came out in February. It's available on YouTube. It's called Tiki Madness. It's on the Macaw Studios YouTube page, and you have to go and see it. You have to stop whatever you're doing now. If you're driving, pull over, go home, call in sick to work. I don't care what you're doing. If you haven't seen this special, you have to watch this special because it is an absolute joyride. It is an absolute pleasure craft. It is an all-inclusive vacation to happiness and silliness, and some of the most creative stand-up I've ever seen. I truly, like. I'm not just trying to glaze you, Chris. I'm not, and glazing is a term we use a lot on this podcast. It just means like jerking you off. I'm not just trying to do that.
Hell yeah.
I sincerely loved this special. I sat down and I watched it. I don't have a great TV, but it works. And I was taken on an absolute ride, my man. Tiki Madness.
Nice.
Tiki Madness. So I have 10 things Tim tasks about you about the Tiki Madness special.
10 things tie tata tout too. I'm sorry to hear about your TV, man. What the hell?
I know.
What happened?
Well, it's an older TV. It works. It's got a couple like dots on it formed.
Like red dots from like an assassin?
Yeah. And there's
an assassin waiting to take out your TV.
I think it knows too much.
Most TVs do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Depends on what channel you're on.
I try to keep it off the History Channel as much as possible.
The History Channel's like, it's happening again.
Chris Hansen entraps my TV.
Why are you in this little boy's living room? I'm a TV. Nice try.
Get him.
Get him. Oh no, now I'm having sex with the TV. Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
And then Chris Hansen gets busted on TV, fuckers.
Yeah, then a TV guide comes in. You see, Chris.
Yeah. How old do you think this TV is, Chris Hansen? Oh, really?
Can I ask you some production type, boring ass production type questions?
No, sure.
Special.
Yeah.
All right.
And thank you so much for the kind words. I mean, you know, you and I have learned each other for a long time. So,
yeah.
You know, like, you know, a lot of that is probably like you already like me as a comedian and friend. So,
yeah.
You know, I appreciate that. And you're really funny and wacky and silly. And I love that style of comedy. You know?
Yeah. I love that style. It's because it's different. You know what I mean? It's
I don't like saying real things and just standing there being like, right?
Yeah.
I get too anxious. It's cool. Some people are really good at it, but I get too anxious.
For sure. Not like a dissection thing, but it's like there's something poetic about the way that you craft your jokes. Because that's one of the things that I really loved about my time living in Toronto would be like at Comedy Bar, you know, catching a Laugh Sabbath show or whatever on a Thursday and seeing you like pouring over these notes and working on this material. Because when you know, you're one of those people that like when you watch the special or when you watch you live, there is a very good amount of improvisation that's just allowed to happen. Like I feel like you don't stand in the way of an idea that comes to you or something in the moment. You know, you can draw on it, you can tee off on it, you can have some fun with it or whatever. But there is like I mean, I just feel like you don't as as wild and lively as you are as an improvisational stand-up comedian, I feel like maybe you don't get enough flowers, at least in my head, for the material that you write. Because I feel like the jokes are operating on like a different level. I think I told you this before, where it feels like your jokes are coming from like almost like like a spiritual level, or like from like the id, or like something more primal and just the human experience or whatever. Um, but
Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of my jokes coming from a demon who's
yeah,
whispering behind me.
that's what I was trying to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a big drunk demon on your shoulder.
Say this now.
Do a joke about a
Yeah.
car accident.
Well, as Jazz Man once said,
Mm,
you know, um, there's only so many notes you can honk on paper. There's other honks to be had not on paper.
yeah, absolutely. I have actually. You can't see it, but on the wall behind the camera, that's what I have printed.
Yeah. Honk it up.
Honk it up, baby. I
I am very like I think there's something about like art. There's a discipline to every art for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
But after a while, like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, impulses can lead a wrong down a wrong path or a right path. But it's like,
Sure.
but if you say yes to them, it's like for the artist, it's fresh for you. So at least you have to
Yeah.
justify to the audience the adventure you just chose to go on, which is
Yeah.
exciting to me.
Right. And not hold back, not lose your footing, not
Yeah,
waver
like there's
in
shows
your
like you've been doing stand up for so long too, like
yeah.
now. Like there's shows where you come on stage and whatever happened in the vibe in the room or whatever the thing is, you're starting in a hole. And
Yes.
the audience is like arms folded, staring at you like, please
Yes.
give me a break. This guy, and then you start in a hole and you have to beat them up and win them over. And even to be honest, that part of stand up is still very exciting to me. If like,
Yeah.
especially being a Canadian comedian, I've been doing it forever and lots of people know me, but more people still don't. So I
Yeah.
still go to a show that's full of people who don't know me, and now at least I have a decent amount of tools like at this point,
Yes.
and it's so thrilling that when they're like, I don't trust you, and then you kind of open with like, I know you don't trust me. Watch though, okay?
Yeah.
That's like part of the
Yeah.
adventure to me now, like because you've done it so long that even if it is worst case scenario of a show,
Sure.
you're not like as stressed about your stage legs. Like those are fine. Does that make sense? So the adventure, good or bad, it's
Hmm.
fun. Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
keep it fun for you too.
Absolutely. I think that's something I've been working on personally, and I feel like you really got there. Like if you're doing stand up comedy, you have to have a lot of different tools in your belt, and something that I remember Ryan Ash telling me years and years and years ago when we were first getting into comedy was like
Hmm.
you're the only one who's responsible for having fun. Like the
Ah.
performer is the only one whose job it is to have fun. And you could see that sometimes where like a comedian will go up on stage and they're starting in a hole and they just resign to the fact that it's a shit crowd and they're going to be in a hole.
Hmm.
Whereas, I feel like you break the fourth wall even in the special, you're razzing people,
Hmm.
you're like how many people were brought here by their partners and to see this madman or whatever. Like there even
Yeah.
is like and that's like the beauty and the rawness of the special is like that's in there. You didn't just like cut around it or whatever because
Hmm.
it creates that live feeling that exists, and what makes a live stand-up comedy show irreplaceable from any other type of entertainment. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like you really have those tools sharpened in that you don't give up what you do and how you do it in your style without also being able to like poke the bear until the bear realizes like we're gonna have fun. All right, like this
Hmm.
is gonna be a good time. You know,
I
uncross your
poke the
fucking
bear until the
arms.
bear starts laughing,
Yeah. You
laughing its ass off.
tickle the bear.
Yeah, poke its
um,
butt.
how many shows did you shoot for this special?
Two in the same night, and I used a lot of the second show, the late show,
Yeah.
and I was drinking real tequila sodas
No
thanks
way.
to my friend Aaron Eves, aka Arno the bartender. So
Yeah.
there's a whole end piece that I cut because there's two reasons. One, I went on the road a lot all last year,
Yeah.
and that bit just got bigger and bigger and better and stronger and funnier. So than it was when it was recorded. So I was like,
Yeah.
there's that reason to leave it out.
Smart. Yeah.
And then the second reason is I was drunk, like fully drunk and like slurring my speech. And it was like, okay, we don't, it's okay. Like I
I
could keep it. And like kind of what you're saying is I like the audience knowing the realism of the performance to a
yeah.
degree. So there is a part of me that argued within myself, like maybe I keep it because nobody else will have a guy kind of chunking a bit at the end of his thing because he genuinely got drunk from a bartender during his thing. But then it was like, no, I'll keep it a bit tidy. But I was even drunk by the time I stopped talking to Arno. And luckily we found a good beat there that just
Yeah.
like turned out to be a good ending where Aaron Eves like, and even our bits are improvised for the most part. We kind of had a idea of a beat we wanted to hit, but that was about
Okay.
it. Like obviously
Yeah.
he's not going to give it away, but the middle bit obviously we
Yeah. Yeah.
knew to
Yeah.
prepare for.
Yeah. That was
But
brilliant. That was great.
thank you. But
Yeah, I
then
love that you and Arno, the bartender, had its own separate arc with like the relationship, and even the relationship of the bartender and the audience had its own separate arc. I feel like
yeah,
they kind of weren't sure at first if they liked
yeah.
this.
By the time I stopped telling jokes and went over to Arno,
Yeah.
the audience was way like in those situations they were on Arno's side. Like they loved Arno, and I
Yeah.
was kind of mean to him.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had to, and that's another thing about like creating like sort of stand up unnatural obstacles for yourself is I have to come back after like sort of higher statusing Arno and then come
Yeah.
back and then get right into stand up again. Yeah, it was pretty fun. But yeah, Aaron riffed this bit about like, yeah, he's like, baby pee pee. What about baby pooing or whatever? And
Yeah.
I'm like, poo? No, that's not funny. And so then luckily it got a big laugh when I came away from Arno the third time and I was like, so the other day I was pooing? And then the audience just went nuts. And then I was like, yeah, looking at the edit like a bunch of times, it's like, nope, that's where we're stopping the special.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did a whole huge bit after that. But now I was like, nope, that's it. We're ending at poo. Like
it didn't
pooing.
feel like an unnatural ending. Like it felt like a natural, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like there was something left on the table there.
It was all discovered on the day.
Oh, kudos to that crew. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it was great.
the editing of the special, were you sitting in the room with, so Macaw Studios produced it,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to say they did a great job. The lighting, the
Yeah.
stage decoration, the room. Yeah, great joke about being a basement performer.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
How is it working with Macaw on this? They've done a couple decent specials
Mm.
now, and then were you
Yeah.
sitting in the room editing with their editor, or were they
No,
showing you?
I sent them my edit uh ideas of both shows
Okay,
to combine them into one, obviously.
yeah,
Just home on the couch that I read books on. I just sat on the couch cross-legged, and it took me 6 months to get into it because I was like, I don't,
it's super
don't
hard.
ever want to see yourself and you don't want to see
Yes,
your material. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna get killed for this special. It's so loose and because I always like I came up like being called an alt comedian in the 2000s, so I still have
yeah,
those like old and obviously I've done everything 1,000 times over since then, but you still always
yeah,
have your first insecurities
Yes,
sometimes
absolutely.
talking in the back of your head. So I still had like old chiseled road dogs being like, "You don't do stand up the right way" in my head,
Yeah,
which I haven't met someone like that in many, many, many years. But everyone's
yeah,
super, super like, brotherly and friendly in this kind of biz. But
yeah.
it's my own insecurity. Anyway, so I'm watching it being like,
It's
I'm not
hard.
doing it the right way. People are gonna rip me alive. Yeah, but no, it took me a while to even get around to it. So I sent them my
Yeah,
edits, and then there was one thing that I cut, and then Millen, who also was helping with the edit, like put the actual edit together.
yeah.
He he did speak up for one of the bits and was like, "I kept this in because I think it's really funny. So let me know what you think." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's cool."
Good, good.
So I did have some like objective opinions, which was nice.
That's
But
nice.
also Millen, yeah,
Oh,
Millen comes from the background of shooting those old, remember Comedy Now
oh my
specials?
God. Yeah. Do I ever remember
So
those?
he
Yeah.
so he's an old producer from that era,
No
and he
way.
teamed up with my agent Morgan Flood. Millen Curry Sharples and Morgan Flood are Macaw, and they
Oh, okay.
yeah, so like it's
Wow.
really nice
That's
to have
great.
those connections from the old for so long.
Yeah. No kidding.
Uh, and I never did a Comedy Now. I kind of started getting a little bit of a buzz in Toronto just when they were wrapping up,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately. But yeah, like so it was 6 cameras. Like Millen knows how to do the real thing, and I gotta say, and I since mentioned to them too, like when when your next special's coming out, like you're super in your head about ego, about material, about how it's
Yeah.
going to be perceived. So I felt really sort of like self-absorbed during that process.
Sure. Of
And
course. Yeah.
it only took it like finally being released and having like the initial wave of people saying such nice things and
Yeah.
celebrating it that I got to like take a deep breath about my self-absorbed sort of issues and then realize like, man, yeah, like these guys did a really fucking good job. Like it's incredible. Like I
Yeah.
obviously thought right away that it looked incredible, and we
Yeah.
we we talked about that, but I made sure to double send them their accolades for the presentation that they created because I love it. And like,
Yeah.
I'd give Millen like ideas of what I wanted the stage to look like and what I wanted the music to sound like, and boom, he went out and found it right away and nailed it. And that's on top of like the swoop, like the
And put
the
like a
different angle
full
cuts.
full effort into it. Like
They really did. I think it looks
it's
great.
not like just we're gonna put a little piece here, a little piece there. Like the whole room is just transformed into the world of Tiki Madness. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It looks amazing. I'm really, yeah,
yeah, it
really
must feel
impressed.
great. It is such a it's a journey down the best and worst parts of the ego when you're having to critically look at your own work like that. I mean, but it's nice to
Have
be
you put
part
a
of.
full hour out?
I have in like 2017 I put an hour out, and then
Yeah.
I just put an album out last year, but I'm uh working on doing a special at the end of I'm going to shoot it in this summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
In Winnipeg?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to figure out what I mean. It was going to be at Lucy's Comedy Club, R.I. Pizzy,
Yeah.
R.I. Poo, sorry.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's
That
no
was,
more. So I'm just trying to think of a cool place
sorry.
to do it. Yeah,
But
it's
is
a
the Ashcroft or whatever it's called market still there?
no.
Ashdown?
Yeah, Ashdown. Yeah, they closed. They
Hmm.
when they
So it's
closed
not
it,
even
but
like the whole thing. The whole inside is
the whole
different.
damn thing. Yeah.
Bummer,
I
man.
mean, and I
Shit.
guess it still physically exists in there. Maybe, I mean, I didn't have a chance to rip anything out because I was going on a little tour. Just like I just found out at the beginning of February, and then February 10th, I was on tour, and they closed their doors halfway while I was on the road. So I grabbed out as much as I could.
That's a
Um,
bummer.
like I took the palm tree I took out of there. I took the
The ocean.
ocean. I managed to grab that.
Did you get I was gonna say, did you get that ocean from Lucy's?
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'm inspired by what you guys put together there, and I think I can create some sort of little mad world, little mad world, and I'm excited to do it.
Is the Park Theater, in your opinion, like the best theater for stand up in Winnipeg?
Yeah, I think so. I
Aside
think
from like if you're a star and you could do like the Burton Cummings
right.
or something,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
for like like yeah,
I would think so. I
little
mean,
like independent guys.
the Park Theater just has a kind of a it has a cool vibe to it. The guy's put a
Yeah.
ton of money into renovating the place constantly. He's got the best
Yeah.
sound, he's got the best lights. I just did a show there last Friday and it was sold out, and it just it feels so good just to
Oh yeah.
have a couple hundred people laughing their little butts off.
Maybe next time I come back I'll try to do that.
Yeah, that'd be
'Cause I've
fun.
done everything.
Yeah, I think the Park Theater would
The only
rule.
the only time I did Park Theater was for Oddblock.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the solo show. It's like obviously a long time ago. So it's like a
Yeah.
part of. But we were partying and
People
having.
still talk about that odd block.
It was the
It's
best.
the
Well, I did
best.
two.
Yeah.
I did the
Yes.
second one and the last one.
Yeah.
Like second and third.
I saw you at the second one. I was waiting for the third one. I remember that's
Mm.
where I think I where I first met you and Chris and Graham Clark.
Really?
Yeah. And
Because I had done rumors before that.
right. So maybe I had met you before, but I hadn't met Graham
Hmm.
Clark. But
And also when Kathleen was filming Sunnyside,
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
went and I think I did a spot at the Handsome
At
Daughter.
the
So that
Handsome
would have been like
Doctor.
2015 or 16.
Okay, so yeah.
So
We
you don't know
knew
what the
each
fuck
other.
you're talking about,
What
homie.
the fuck I was talking about. I just remember I just remember how fucking fun it was sitting like I think we were standing in the alleyway like behind the Park Theater, and you and Graham Clark
Mm.
were going off on something. I forget what it was, but I was just like I was buckled over. I mean, like just it was something about you two together. I think is like some sort of odd couple comedy thing that I think your styles are just like holy shit. These guys are the two funniest motherfuckers.
Oh man. We just had
Man,
Graham Clark on Evil Men and it was so fun.
I saw. Yeah, I listened to that. That was
Yeah.
so good. He's the best. Shout out Graham
Yeah.
Clark.
Softy. And he brought Guinnesses for St. Patrick's Day. It was awesome.
Nice.
Who did we do? I forget now, but it was we did Urkel, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Urkel
that
arc.
was like but yeah, the vibe of Oddblock were like exactly how I want my life to be.
Yeah.
Just straight up like what you're saying, buckled over, howling with laughter, riffing with your
Yes.
friends. Like
Yeah. Just
I want to live like that. That's why I
load a
made the
block.
choice to be a comedian. I was like in high school, we skipped class to get high and we just like make each other laugh and I was like I'm going to do this for a living.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
And
here
I'm
we are.
still getting high with high school kids.
Chris Hansen walks in behind you.
With a TV under his arm.
Yeah. Chris, have you seen this TV?
Have you met my TV?
Can I sell you a TV?
Yeah, no, we're just getting high.
I
Sure,
wanted
I sneak a little crack into the pipe, but they don't know.
to helps me focus. Helps me focus when
Yeah,
they're
I
on
have
crack.
ADHD, so I need to smoke crack all day. Yeah.
Um, for this special, for the material that you were crafting, was there a particular joke that like I'm not sure exactly what your process is, but like I'll have a nugget of something that I truly believe is really funny, and then I just got to figure it out over several shows how to frame it so that I can get to the part that I think is super funny and deliver it in a way where they see the full painting or the picture or whatnot. Was there a joke in this
Mm.
special where that was like a bit of a battle to get it to where it was working every time?
Um, some of them, I am a weird writer in the sense where like a lot of them come out done.
Yeah.
Like almost like from a divine intervention when I'm walking And then
Because you see the steps to get
the
there.
editing I do is very slight. It's like
Mm.
because the more you perform it, the more you self edit so that it comes out the smoothest on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
I would say I actually cut 2 jokes because I was in a really silly mind frame in that era, if you want to call it, because it was December 2024 now, so it's already like over a year old. But I had just come back from riffing 27 shows in a row, every night, for an hour with Sean Cullen in Edinburgh, Scotland, called
Whoa.
we were called Two Sailors Who Are Nuts, right? So I was
Oh my
hanging with
God.
Sean. This is why I love hanging with Sean, because we live in Silly World nonstop.
Yes.
And so then Morgan was like, let's make a special. Let's make a special. So I had about 3 months to prepare for the special. And so 2 jokes are on the cutting room floor because they were too silly. They would destroy and say like a Laugh Sabbath type room, but if I took them on the road or if I took them into a broader audience, then they
Right.
were too obscure. So
Right.
they would get laughs, but it would not be the laugh you want. It would be like a
Yeah.
mid laugh, like pockets of people. So
Yeah.
I ditched those. So I'd say I put work into those, and in the end, it didn't 100% pay off.
Didn't get to where you
Um,
wanted it to.
but
Right.
if I do them, like I said, if I still remember them and do them today in like a small, cool, quote unquote room, they'll probably work great. But it's like, too, like once you start road testing stuff, you got to ditch the stuff that's like just for the back of the room, like
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
What
Everything
makes
else was pretty either done or fluid to the point where I even punched it up during the show, and it
Yeah,
was
hell
fun. It was
yeah.
all part of it, you know.
Hell yeah. That is the energy that I got from it. It was like, yeah.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I think I told this to Tom on his podcast at the end there the other day, but a lot of people don't know. Like I said, I was coming off of this crazy vibe of riffing every night for dressed as a sailor in Edinburgh
God, that must
to
have been
doing
fun.
a stand-up special in 3 months. So, like I said, there's a lot of vibes going on in my
Yeah.
mind at the time.
Yeah.
I pretty much opened Tiki Madness with 3 brand new jokes.
Oh my God.
So if someone watches it and there's like the first 3 jokes are mid, it's like I just fucking tossed up the ball myself and cranked them out there.
Oh my God, you're nuts, man.
Like when I dance and say like there's too much Frank's Red Hot in this, like, or there's too much Diet Coke in this Frank's Red Hot because that's the hot sauce. I literally just made that up in front of the people at the Drake Underground that night.
Oh
And that's the
God.
fucking beginning of my thing.
That's insane.
I don't give a shit, dude. Who gives a fucking shit? Because I knew I had stuff lined up later, you know what I mean, to really hit it. But it's like,
yeah.
but for my,
but
and
back
also,
to back to back.
but yeah, and also that's that's the second show, so I'm already on 3 tequila sodas when we start.
Right. Yeah.
So all of this stuff, if I tell people how Tiki Madness came together,
Is Tiki
it's
Madness.
Actually none of it is good advice for younger comedians.
Yeah, it's not repeatable. It's not. You're not going to be teaching that at Humber.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they paid me, well, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, we're in Canada.
That's
You know what
beautiful.
I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm getting older. I don't understand trying to play the game in a way that you think someone else would expect you to do it.
Yeah.
I think you get to a stage where your stage legs are comfortable enough.
Yeah.
And your knowledge of what you know is silly and funny to you first, kind of like what Ryan Ash was telling you in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then have fucking fun, man. Because it's like you said, like every time. Yeah, like Winnipeg is one of my all-time favorite cities to play, obviously. And the crowds there, it's like everyone is right away ready to party. Sometimes you'll get a stiff crowd at Rumors because it's like a giant corporate thing. So
Yeah,
like,
big
everyone's looking at the
fundraiser.
boss, like, can I laugh at this or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
But usually like there's such a
Usually,
broad spectrum there. So
yeah,
you're like the vibe is part of the thing that unites everybody more than the material.
absolutely.
So like you have to be good at both, I'd say, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
And we're always working on it. We're always discovering new things, but to
Hmm.
remember that the balance of the vibe and the material is what will bring everybody on board is important. I don't
Hmm.
know. Did that help the young people I just fucked up?
No, I absolutely think that that's great advice. That's a compass that's going to get you through some choppy waters. You know,
Yeah, and really, it's a lot of it is just stage legs. Like
stage legs.
you
Yeah,
gotta like just do
calm
every show
waters,
and
calm
nonstop.
waters make calm waters make shitty, silly sailors. Is that what they say?
Yeah,
Choppy waters makes a good sailor. You know,
yeah.
you got to get your stage
Calm
legs.
moon at night,
Mm.
baboon
We'll,
bride.
we'll fight.
Baboon will fight. Oh shit! It's ripping my face off.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah,
Then
I
everyone starts
didn't
laughing at your
sign up.
bleeding skull, and you're like, "Hey, thanks, baboon." Damn it!
We
The
got
baboon
him.
was right again.
And now we throw to the
Sailors,
baboon for
yeah.
weather.
Red moon at night. Sailor's huge dick.
Throbbing in the
Um,
water.
Red
Oh,
moon at night. Baboon's ass.
oh yeah.
Aren't they red?
Traditionally, and
Mm.
especially after you give them a few little spankies.
Spanky from Little Rascals.
Speaking of little rascals, who did you
Mm.
have? Who did you have opening the show? And when you're doing a show like that,
Mm.
are you thinking
You really
about?
did prep questions, eh?
I did, yeah.
This is really kind of you, Tim. I appreciate it. So nice.
I like broadcasting. I like pretending like I'm a professional journalist. Sometimes I got my professional pants on.
Are you Louis Theroux? I'm gonna walk into a trap any minute now, aren't I?
So,
Yeah.
what made you think this was okay? Shows a picture of you having sex with my
Yeah.
TV.
Well, to be honest, Louis, I don't have a concept of right or wrong. Um, yeah,
Oh,
Sarah Hennessy opened both shows,
no
and
way.
because yeah, and she
Great
was
energy.
amazing, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah.
great energy. You can
Yeah.
even hear her in the back laughing
Yeah. I picked
sometimes.
that up. Yeah. It was a
So that was
delight.
really nice to have her laugh in the audience.
And when you're picking
Um,
an opener for a show like that, are you thinking about what kind of energy they're going to create in the room before you go on stage? Or are you just thinking, I'm going to just have pick a funny friend kind of thing?
yeah, a bit of both, but I guess I need someone that I know I can trust, who will pump it up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah's energy is killer. Jackie Pirico is obviously killer.
Yeah.
There's so many good friends that can like I've known Sarah since 2004. You know what I mean?
What?
Oh yeah. So it's like this is like an old pal just jumping on and we're doing the thing we've always done,
How's she doing? She's in New York
which is
now.
such a lovely, comfortable feeling. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in New York and by all like standards, according to what she says to me, she's having a great time.
Great. If you okay, so to the listeners, if you go on YouTube, watch Chris's special Tiki Madness, and then
Mm-hmm.
once you've watched that and you hit like and you add a comment about how much you loved it or whatever, go over to Sarah Hennessy's YouTube channel and you can spend an
Mm-hmm.
absolute fucking day just really enjoying some really smart, well-crafted short films and sketches and stuff like that.
Yeah, and her like latest special is out too, and it's really, really fun. And it was recorded here in Toronto.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
I opened for one show. Noah Maloney did, Jackie Pirico. But we're not in the special, but it's Sarah's special. But yeah, it's really
Yeah.
awesome.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hmm.
So I wanted to ask, how did so you've done other specials. Um, the one that you recorded at JFL during the pandemic. I loved that special. Um, and all those specials that they produced. I mean, it was just nice to see a big batch of Canadian comics getting produced, like nice looking, professional looking specials produced. You know, Paul Verblowskis had
Mm-hmm.
one, and
Mm-hmm.
you had one. It's just like timing wise, it was just like, oh, I mean, sucks that like live comedy kind of went away, and then not that that came through in the material or how it was delivered or whatnot. But how do you feel artistically in your mind about this special compared to other specials that you've done? I feel like you probably had less say in the editing of the other ones that were for Gem and stuff like that. Is that fair to say?
No, no, they still like
They still let you have the
the JFO one was for Crave,
Crave. That's
and
right, Crave.
yeah, we have two options, Tim. We don't just have one. Um, no, no, same sort of thing. I had two shows to look at and make my notes. It was
Right,
nice.
right.
But the only thing I kind of like like will say to someone who catches up with me about it like now is
Mhm.
like, because I was getting nice feedback from people who subscribed to Crave and got to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, okay, but please understand, um, it was still the pandemic.
Yeah.
So only 50% of the theater was full. The rest were empty seats. They
Oh.
actually put a few mannequins in the crowd to make it look like heads for the back of the heads for the camera.
That's
So
bizarre.
I'm working really hard to make 50% full theater sound like a full theater.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't.
Which I think and also JFL, even when I've done this like the shorter sets for them, I really don't think they ever mic the crowd. So I'm never always like super psyched about how that stuff turns out.
I know there's a lot of
Um,
that.
it's so mean, dude. It looks like we're
Ah,
bombing, even
I
if you kill, like
know.
it sucks.
Like, yeah, even
And
like the social media clips that JFL posts. I'm like, you couldn't
I don't
put one
understand that.
fucking mic in the crowd.
Yeah,
Like,
like you literally like put a mic over top of the middle of the crowd and
you
you're
could have
partying.
you could have put an iPhone on the stool and gotten like a good audio
Yeah,
mix for the crowd.
I
But
know. It's weird. I don't
mhm.
understand. I mean, hopefully we've all complained about it enough that it'll change. But
Yeah.
another thing is for my own personal vain reasons, it was 14 months or more into the pandemic
Hmm.
and I gained like 20 pounds.
Right.
Just getting Indian rotis
Yeah.
delivered to my door every day, living on the couch sideways, living in the bed sideways at night. So I personally look at myself in that special and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm a lot more overweight than I am now. And I'm
Rotund.
never like in the best shape, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was different. Yeah. Rotondo. Yeah.
Rotundo.
Yeah. Rotondo Iannucci is what they called me during the special.
I
It's a
heard,
huge belly and a huge double chin, and as a extreme narcissist, that's all I
yeah,
can fixate on.
right.
But I
Because
think the material was really fun, weird
it's super
stuff.
fun. And if there's any consolation, I still goon to that special.
Thank
I
you. I'd
still
like to
gooned.
imagine that.
I gooned a bunch. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Didn't
That's
get in
like
my
people
way.
don't know that that's our actual aim in this,
Yeah.
to write jokes that are funny enough to make people goon.
I just want
Yes.
I want a reel to pop off so hard that somebody sends me a cum tribute.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that thing where you actually goon with the clip playing behind your head so that it becomes your content.
Yeah. Oh, that would be funny. It'd be really
Those
funny.
guys always do better than the originator of the content.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at what's happening behind me. I particularly love this. Oh, God.
Oh, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes,
Would you do an OnlyFans for your big boobs?
I would. Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah,
would.
me too. Me too. I
I've
think those guys are rich.
absolutely. Think, yeah, big booby boys.
Big booby boys. Cha-ching.
Imagine just making $20,000 a month just showing your big boobies on your phone screen or whatever.
Imagine all the big booby boys making money online. Whoa, gunshot. Oh, was I not supposed to say that? Yeah, the throat. That's John Lennon's last words. The throat,
Not the throat.
not the throat. Get my gun. A lot of people don't know this, but John Lennon fired back a bunch of
A
times.
bunch of times. He hit a lot of passerbys.
Yeah. Nobody talks about them. It's kind of like the Trump assassination. Like, what about the other guys?
Yeah. All the people in the crowd. Yeah, I was reading a thing about those Craig specials they shot during the pandemic where they had the mannequins in the crowd, and a bunch of mannequins ended up getting COVID and dying after that, I heard.
I know. It was
super
crazy.
sad. It was way
And one was pregnant too.
Oh man.
I know.
So
it's like I'm gonna be a mom, which is crazy because I only come to life at midnight.
when they closed the museum.
Yeah, but what is this? I'm shivering. I'm weak. I ache. It was sad.
I can't taste or smell. I couldn't before, but I still can't.
Yeah. John Lennon put a mercy bullet in its head. Imagine. Imagine that.
Holds a pillow over it. Get in bed.
Imagine the Pentagon said, okay, there's not actual UFOs from outer space and aliens, but there are mannequins that come to life at midnight.
And we have footage
and have
of it.
babies. but the baby only grows in their stomach after midnight too. What?
Probably a big old sex party. Do you think mannequins would
Yeah.
have sex every night that they woke up, or do you think it's like they have a dating pool? Probably similar to like Love Island, maybe.
I don't know. Like, it is something that I think about often. And it's also like, can you have sex with a mannequin even if it never wakes up?
Yeah,
You know
because
what I mean? Like, I think
if
about that a lot.
if you go to a store at night and you kind of hold like a cup against the wall or whatever, so you can hear kind of what's happening inside.
You hear stuff.
Yeah, you hear stuff like at midnight when they come alive. You hear all these like plop, 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 and those are the penises popping out from inside their bodies.
Toot, 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 toot. Yeah. And then all of a sudden someone puts a record player on and you hear like and you hear like glasses cheersing and, food being
a jolly
served.
good mannequin, for he's a jolly good mannequin.
We are smarter than the real people.
We control the world.
Yeah. If I could just unlatch this door. Unlatch.
Unlatch.
A lot of people don't know.
this
Department stores are
door.
usually just held together by a latch.
Yeah, but they lock it from the outside, so they can't very well get around to it.
They can't do shit.
But I think they're happy in there. They see
That's the thing.
they're partying.
Have you ever listened to the mannequin party with the glass against the door for so long that you slide the glass down and actually sit on the ground and still listen?
What a stupid fucking question. Of course I can.
Right? You're not leaving just because your
Absolutely.
legs are tired for a second.
No way. I got to hear how this ends. Clarice.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Basically, I have one other question about the special that I had prepared for you.
Hell yeah.
It's a little about the special, but it's more about you. Do you think that there is a distinctively Canadian comedy style still? Or do you think there ever was?
No way.
No chance.
I think like what are you talking about? Like, are you talking about like in the sense that
I feel like
Canadians do comedy a certain way, or Canadians have a different sort of broader sense of in a broad sense have a different sense of humor than like the US comedians or something. Like which way do
Yeah.
you mean?
I mean, I think personally that Canadians have a bit of a distinctive style of comedy. I mean, there's a lot of examples of this that where it's a little more maybe absurd and a little more
Mhm.
like there's a certain risk taking with the form, perhaps.
Yeah, well, because we don't have an industry people in the audience watching us.
Right.
We do
Yeah.
it for the love first and foremost.
Yeah, we're not trying to just connect dots that we think the production companies would like to see or whatnot. I just think of people like yourself, Tom Green, Nathan Fielder, going back to like the SCTV people, even. But I just feel like there's a little more of risk taking, maybe, or a little more of coloring outside the lines,
Yeah,
perhaps.
even like Mark Forward and John Doerr and
Yeah,
like some of the guys that are like a few years older than me that I look up to, and like
yeah,
they're all special and funny. And you know what's funny? I say I look up to them, like I don't know a lot of their bits at all. I don't watch them as much, but I look up to them in the sense that
for
they're
what they've done.
constantly on the road,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
doing it exactly how they want to do it.
yeah,
That is inspiring to me. And even like older
yeah.
guys like Sean Cullen and
Oh
Mike
God,
Wilmot and
exactly.
guys like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Like I really
absolutely.
look up to the Canadians that stay here. You can travel to the UK, you can travel to the US, Australia, wherever you need to go. And
Yeah.
I wish to travel way, way more too, because yeah, I haven't been to the States since the pandemic, basically.
Hmm.
And then also right now, I don't really want to go, but
Yeah.
I would love to travel more. But I would say because we're upstairs from the States and we get to watch them objectively, and we're
Yeah.
not born and raised with this insanely rabid sense of exceptionalism, which is really just
Hmm.
now we've discovered it's kind of long term connected to the long con of the capitalist grift machine.
Yes. Yes.
So what I do like that differentiates us from a lot of US comedians, and I will say a lot of there's also a huge handful of US comedians who are fucking silly and fun and goofy too,
Absolutely.
that I love, and some of them are my friends and all this
Yeah.
stuff, you know. But let's say as a whole, Americans in general have more of a sense of humor where someone has to be the loser in their stand up. You have to be making fun of
Yeah.
a dumber person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that might be tied to like this sort of like maybe competitiveness and the
It's a little more
capitalist exceptionalism.
targeted.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this guy's dumb, and dumb people are so dumb, not me and you, audience, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But like
This is where
Canada,
society is, and this is my critique of it.
it's probably because of Canada's place in the world, which is like until like the last year, a very much forgotten place
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
people kind of skip.
There's nothing
Like Canada is
sensational
like the
about our.
province of New Brunswick of the world.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? And
Yeah. Absolutely.
my background is from New Brunswick. I love New Brunswick.
Yeah.
But
We
what I'm
love New
saying is
Brunswick.
like because we've had this peace and this space and
Yeah.
this separation for so long,
Hmm.
we get to have these sort of like existential sort of like
Explorations.
explorations and insight into being
Yeah.
like nothing matters and we're all fools, not just that guy over there, but I'm a
Yeah.
fool too. And also we got the influence from the British humor too, which
Yeah.
has sort of that kind of sense.
Hmm.
I think that way, like when people are like, why are Canadians so funny? I would say that's a big part of it is like being alone
Yeah.
in a big spacious country
Yeah.
where we get to have like insight and we learn that we're the fools and we're
Hmm.
not fighting people all the time. And there is this
Hmm.
trend now where it's like those like, you know, hardcore angry guy comedians need a target, but I think
Hmm.
that's still very, very rare for the most part.
I do as well. It's interesting. I'm in the process of reading the Robin Williams book about his whole
Mm.
life. And famously they talk about Robin Williams as developing this arsenal of voices and characters and whatnot, exploring his imagination to the umpteenth degree because he was more or less a only child, and his parents, had this big house or whatever, and he just lived in he just lived in the attic, and he was just by himself, and he had his little army toys or whatnot. And there's something about
Why did
that.
he live in the attic?
I guess the attic was just where, where they kept Robin. I don't know. They were tired
Yeah.
of cleaning up his hair. But
Yeah.
that's where he went into. That's where he like the madness that brought him, um, so much accolades and fame and stuff like that when he brought that to the stage. But like that isolation, being up in the attic, allowed him that exploration into his mind and whatnot. And maybe that's a little bit what Canada has: the isolation in the attic,
Yeah. I think so.
exploration into the insanity.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just insight, but like when you look into yourself, like you get
Yeah,
to kind of like navel gaze a lot more, maybe.
self-examination.
Because you're not like gunning to like, be a billionaire one day. You're like,
Yeah,
it's not your, we don't really, seems like we don't have that as much here.
yeah,
We're a lot more
yeah,
chill and silly and like, like when you tour
mhm,
to the Maritimes or something, just for example,
yeah,
like you're like, okay, now I got to be funnier than these guys.
yeah.
Like, like the whole,
Like
all those provinces are just full of really wicked funny guys. Or you go to like
absolutely.
small towns, it's like, okay, I got to be funnier than
Holy
this
shit. Yeah,
crazy drunk old man over here who like just fucking rips jokes like every night at the pub. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I love that. I
I
love
love
that.
it. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. It's the best. I think, yeah, it's just part of the framework of being Canadian. It's just less aggressiveness, less guns. We don't have to worry about our health care.
Hmm.
We're a little more taken care of as a society. We can,
But look at the
there's
famous guys that
space.
have come here from here too. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, we don't have to always go back to Kids in the Hall and SCTV. That's what everybody does. But like, look at, okay,
Hmm.
just for example, like Mike Myers, Jim Carrey, Norm
Yeah.
Macdonald, Harlan
Yeah.
Williams, Tom Green, just for
Yeah.
like five of the big stars.
Yeah.
It's like they're all insane. They're all
Yes.
silly.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Harlan Williams is an inspiration for me too because he
Yeah.
can
Me
do
too.
anything
Oh my God.
and he's
Yeah.
wacky as fuck.
Yeah.
His first like Comedy
Absolutely.
Central like 30-minute thing, I
Yeah.
don't know if you can find it
There's a
online
comedy
anymore.
now that he did as well.
Yeah, I remember watching it when it was
Oh,
new.
so
Yeah,
fucking funny.
changed my life.
It was called
Yeah, yeah,
funny 44 funny for 45 minutes or something like that,
yeah.
or no, it's like 60 minutes of funny and it's 45 minutes long or whatever, and it's just
Let me
yeah.
see, cause like, let me see, cause the what I wanted to say about the Harlan, like, if someone does listen to this for some reason someday, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Um,
Thank you for being a listener. Yeah.
is this it?
Arlen
No.
Williams is fearless. I love the way he does crowd work.
Yeah.
Like there's just an openness that disarms anyone who's like afraid of being talked to by the comedian, because he's gonna make fun of whatever you do for work, whatever your name is, but it's not gonna be, there's no malicious intent to it. But man, he creates a live experience for sure every time he's on that stage.
Um, I just want to say it's HBO comedy half hour
Okay.
from 1997, and it's Harlan Williams. You
Mm.
gotta find it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not killing all the time. They don't
Mm-hmm.
really get him, and
Mm.
he stands his ground and sticks to his guns, and it's it changed my
Oh, I
life.
gotta watch that.
Um, yeah, because it's nonstop. Okay, another thing that I wanted to say after all that was,
I feel like he would start a special with 3 new jokes. Like he could.
yeah, well, if he ever sees me, I have like neat connections. Okay, I will stop. I will stop looking for all this stuff. Sorry, I got distracted
No,
because
it's
I
okay.
wanted to find the title of that.
It's okay.
I have two cool connection stories to both guys you're talking about. We're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2013, I got this really great access to a lot of comedians working for Comedy Network here, where I interviewed. I was doing a showcase set or whatever they're called, those tapings for JFL in
Yeah.
Montreal
Mm-hmm.
in 2013, and and then they also, while I was there, Comedy Network, which is Bell, which is
Yeah.
Bell and Crave, they
Bella.
hired me to be the interviewer to make content
For the
to put online.
interstitials kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, and I had a really good meaty interview with Harlan Williams. I can't find any of that stuff anymore, but he was riffing his Harlan style nonsense, and I was
Yeah.
keeping up with him, and I
Yeah.
even made him laugh, and I was like
Yeah.
super psyched about that.
Oh, that must have felt great.
I have a photo of us laughing, and I'm laughing, and he's looking at me like I'm an idiot, but in that funny, like that sideways look that Harlan does,
Yeah.
So I might have even gotten to tell him that I loved that HBO half hour thing then. But then also early on in Toronto, like in the 2000s, like around 2005 or 5, something like that, we were doing like this show called The Loner Show that my good friend Brian Barlow did in the back of this place called the Oasis. Me and all the rascals that you know of, like the first wave of like the Laugh Sabbath comedians, did weekly shows there, and that's where we got our chops, like doing anything anything that's insane as we want. Like when I met you guys and you guys were the hunks, like it was like that vibe where it's like, what about this stupid fucking crazy idea? It's like, yes,
party band type shit. Yeah.
Whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
And solo or with like a sketch troupe, it didn't matter. We did everything. And so this one that Brian Barlow started called The Loner Show, which was so much fun, was you had to go on solo and perform, but without doing stand up. So you had to create what you were going to do. That would be super funny without stand up. And then
fun.
While we're doing it, Robin Williams was in town filming this movie called Man of the Year, I believe.
Yeah.
And he came in and jumped on stage and did a full on like barn burner half an hour in this small little room with us.
Oh my God.
And the place got rammed.
Holy shit.
There's a picture of me and Brian just sitting beside the stage watching him perform. Yeah. And then when he left, I had to go on after.
No way.
Yeah, but I used the experience.
Yeah.
By that point, I had my stage legs were at least 3 or 4 years in, or maybe 3 years in, really.
Yeah.
And I used my experience to be like, to mine the laughs, obviously. That just happened, like making fun of what just happened, but
not just drown in the wake of it.
I pulled it off, but I was only on stage for 5-6 minutes, whereas he did like a half hour,
Beautiful.
But so then he was hanging out all night. Yeah. It was like, I met him in passing one other time, but that's about it. So I've gotten to meet these extremely silly guys.
Yeah.
And there's something where when you meet them, you're like, it's almost psychically being like, please know that I am of your ilk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though you're meeting them, like, there's no way you're not meeting them like a fan. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's kind of impossible, but at the same time, you're like, I get it, Yeah.
The best I got with that as a peer is I got to do 5 episodes in a day of the Comedy Network version of Match Game.
Yes.
And Norm Macdonald was behind me the whole game.
No way.
And by the end, he was sober, and by the end, he hung out with me at the party after, and he was like, "You're funny." And like he said I was funny, and I was like, "What in the fuck?" It's trippy.
He doesn't bullshit.
I think you've probably seen it before, but me and Mark Little got a picture with him in the hallway. It was really cool.
And then
he kind of saw me as a comedian at that point. Yeah, he did relapse.
Yeah, you're both working together. That's it's the
best I can do. Clearly, I'm on no level that he would, know, but like he saw me make people laugh and he said something nice. So that was cool. And I made Harlan laugh.
Nice feather in the cap. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a good year or two or whatever that was.
Well, that's beautiful, man. Yeah,
I complain about the comedy industry here, and it is pretty fucking hard. But
sure, but
Just for Laughs has given me some nice opportunities. you know?
Absolutely. There's still opportunities here. It's like, what do you want? This country's only 30 million people. Like if well, if what you
Yeah.
love is getting on stage, it's just you gotta keep finding ways to do that, whether it's producing your
Yeah.
own shows or like you did a run out on I just met Nash Park recently, but he puts
Oh yeah.
together fun runs on the West Coast,
Yeah,
and
dude.
you just got to get yourself out there, see more of Canada. It's not impossible to sell tickets. Like comedy fucking rules. You can.
Nash is what they've put together out there, and the people he has working with him too. Like, yeah, it's wonderful. And I'm going to do the Northern BC one end of
Nice.
April, which is just 4 shows, but I've never been out there, and so it'll be
Oh, that's gonna be
exciting. And
so sweet.
yeah,
Beautiful
Noah
country.
Brodeur from Edmonton's coming with me too, and
Fun.
he's really fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
you're totally right too. Is like, and this I have to remind myself all the time too, because I can get in that
Yeah.
real dark trap of cynicism and bitterness for sure, especially ranting with like close pals, like, on a
Yes.
bad fucking stormy day, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
There's plenty to
the
bitch about. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, I mean, but like, I mean, our friends in America are bitching too about something else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Absolutely.
it's a hard job in general. It's like a weird, but I
For
wanted to say, like,
sure.
you are totally right about
It is what you
reminding
make
yourself
it.
about the goddamn population of Canada. Why would
Yeah.
uh, why would a network be inspired to spend a ton of money on something that could be niche for,
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
hard. And but you know
No.
what? In my opinion, they still blow it
Yeah.
when they try to keep it not niche.
No, for
I
sure.
think
For
niche would actually
sure.
have more legs than not, but
Yeah.
it's a hard the guys with the money, it's a hard decision to make. You can kind of understand a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And they're going to make mistakes. Everybody does.
But also give us a show.
Give us a show. Give me a Heartland spinoff where I'm just trying to make a bunch of horses laugh. Come on.
Fartland.
Fartland. Shartland.
I have a friend on Heartland,
Brownstone.
Michelle Morgan. She's been on it since the beginning. Imagine having that gig.
Oh,
What is it, like 20
man,
years now?
that's wild. You're like
Yeah.
retire after a certain point. Yeah, it's the longest
Yeah.
running Canadian
Let
TV
me
show,
see.
I do
Is it
believe.
longer than Murdoch?
I thought that I read something this past
19
year.
seasons.
19
And Michelle's
seasons.
been on it since the beginning.
That's phenomenal. Think about all like that crew must be sick, like the lighting people and all that, just to get to have that kind of a consistent
They
job.
must be sick of the stench of horse ass.
Unless they like it.
You know what? 19 seasons Murdoch Mysteries. They're fucking
Oh, neck
arm
and neck.
wrestling. Yeah.
Murdoch's still
Knuck
going? Knock a
Yeah, I
knock.
think so. Yeah. I've only auditioned for it once.
I feel like you could
And I
you
didn't
could
get
play
it.
a bunch of different characters in that show if you wanted to.
I would love to, um, yeah, be like
Oil
a
tycoon.
guy on Murdoch Mysteries who dies face down in a giant pile of horse shit on the street. And funny enough, I could probably play that on Heartland too.
Just shoot the scene and then sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah. I'll wear old timey clothes just in case. Are these Wild West clothes?
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Am I a ranch hand in the 2000s or am I
Oh my God. I always feel so bad after talking about the Canadian biz, but hopefully there's something inspirational in there. Who knows?
I think so. Because they're like, don't
Mhm.
like, let's not get it too twisted. We can complain about stuff, but there's also a lot of wins up there,
Mhm.
Even
Yeah.
what's
And
Johnny's
JFL's
show?
bouncing back, and they've got
Yeah.
some new people working there that are really like excited and
Mhm.
have their ear to the ground about fun, cool comedy.
Don't love
So
that they're bringing an American up for their Ontario run of shows. Don't love that, but
I never
whatever.
loved that, but I think this is again, and I'm not a million years not justifying it for any big businessman,
Yeah.
but they panic, right? Because they've never
I-
made anyone here a star, so they have to be like, okay, here's the star, and then they sneak a couple guys like as openers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I
They
guess
got to sell
so.
tickies.
But then there's like the
But
debaters,
but I'm
like the
saying that's what they think. Yeah,
yeah,
they could totally make us stars, no problem. But they're
absolutely.
scared.
Under there is like something boiling under the country across the coast to coast for the CBC the debaters. Like that show is really fucking popular. And the comedians that do it somewhat regularly, they're able to sell tickets in small markets across the
Yeah,
country if they wanted to,
yeah,
I know that if I put, was on CBC debaters on a poster or whatever, it sells tickets, like it moves, it gets interviews,
yeah,
so yeah, I don't know. There's some wins there. Heated rivalry, biggest show right now.
yeah. And like
Funny.
my ass is just as good as that guy's ass.
Absolutely. I've always said that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ass looks like Robin Williams's arm, hair wise,
In Jumanji.
counter hair wise. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is the end of the questions I had for 10 things Tim tasked about you. I want to thank a wonderful guest, Chris Locke. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, go check out his special Tiki Madness on YouTube. It is a fucking delight. It's a joy. It's thoroughly entertaining. Congratulations, man. You should be very proud of it. And I feel like there must be something nice about having recorded it with some distance and it's out
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
So I feel like maybe in my own head, my own ego type shit, I would be like, there's enough space between me and that material that I can look at a little more, like less sensitively and actually be proud and promote it. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's true for you, but congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a great special.
The people saying nice compliments after it's out helps me realize, like, I didn't drop a stinker for the most part. You know what I mean?
God, no. And I mean that's what it is in Canada. It's making the most of whatever opportunities there are out there, and it's
Mm-hmm.
it's pushing the rock forward yourself, and just keep getting out there, keep having fun, keep having
Hell yeah.
fun.
I hope we get to do a show again soon. I think I'm gonna
Yeah, me
chill
too.
on a big tour until like the fall, but I want to do something
Okay.
like really fun in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 nights or something, or like
Mhm.
really just it's one of my favorite places to come and party with you guys, obviously. So
Mhm.
yeah, got to do something.
I would say the gas station theater is also a really cool theater
Oh,
for comedy because
I
of the
did
way the
that.
seating is raked
Yeah.
up,
I know. Yeah, I did like Mike's show there, the one that the competition.
Oh yes, roast battle.
Was it?
No,
No, it was like
battle royale,
it was Battle Royale or
comedy
something like that.
battle
Yeah,
royale.
it's like you
Yes.
had to like be funny enough that the audience votes for your team.
Yes,
right?
yes. Off topics.
That was during the Winnipeg Festival, also during the pandemic. Yeah,
Pandemic.
but that was really So I agree that theater's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good 250
You like that better than
seats.
Park Theater?
The Park Theater is a
You
cooler vibe.
You can't say.
Well, I don't know if I can say because the Park Theater is a cooler vibe, but it is like primarily a music venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's big. It's big and open. Yeah.
The crowd is like it's kind of a raked floor because it used to be a movie theater, but there's something super duper sweet about having like a raised crowd, like where you have a wall of laughs. Like if you have that,
I've
place
definitely
full,
played like there's a place called the Bus Stop Theater I did in Halifax that's kind of like that, and it was like I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Park Theater is like there's a lot of space between the floor and the ceiling, so that pink can fly across the sky.
Absolutely. If your show requires like confetti cannons and shit like that, that's perfect for that kind of thing.
Yeah. If your show requires confetti cannons, you pink.
You might be pink.
You might be a red pink. Jeff Foxworthy losing his mind. You might be a red pink. What? Which one am I?
Let's get you to bed, Jeff.
Red pink.
Red pink.
Anyways, we'll party soon.
Yeah,
I really
man, we
appreciate
absolutely
you
will.
Hanging out and chatting with me is nice.
Yeah, of course. Happy to do this. Happy to promote the special. Truly love it. Love you.
And you got to do yours.
Well,
You got to do yours.
I am gonna do. I'm gonna do mine this year. I'm not sleeping on it.
Let me know when it's gone.
Okay,
I'll promote it.
I will.
All my friends are your friends in Winnipeg.
Just tell everyone you know in Winnipeg.
Yeah, which is like who I've met through you, basically.
Wow, no, you got a following here. It's nice. It's sweet to see.
That's cool. I'll be back soon. That'd be awesome.
Love you, man. Be well. Don't let the pink get you down.
It's been a while. I kind of want the pink to get me for a sec.
Woo! Woo! Bye.